Hey, you guys, if you live in the Wisconsin Assembly District 67, I'm talking about the Barron, Cumberland, Rice Lake area of Wisconsin, you have a choice to make on November 5th, a very important one. If you support the Second Amendment in particular, if you believe in the Constitution, this short video is for you. You have two candidates running for the Wisconsin Assembly District 67 representative seat, and I'm going to break down where they stand on Second Amendment issues. I'm Ben Dorr, the political director for the Wisconsin Firearms Coalition, and I'm just going to kick this right off. I'm not going to waste your time, all right? First, we're going to talk about current Representative David Armstrong. He is the Republican running on the November 5th ticket. The first thing you should know about Armstrong is that he filled out his Wisconsin Firearms Coalition candidate survey 100% pro-gun. More than that, David Armstrong has the record to back it up. He's 100% pro-gun record, never done a gun control vote. He is in total support of the major pro-gun laws that we're trying to get passed in Wisconsin: constitutional carry, stand your ground law, the Second Amendment Preservation Act, and others. David Armstrong is 100% in support of these pro-gun laws. And of course, he's a no vote on the major gun control proposals. We're going to talk about those in a minute when we talk about Jeff Foster. But this is why David Armstrong gets an A rating from the Wisconsin Firearms Coalition. If you see David out on the campaign trail, tell him thank you for being vocally pro-gun and being willing to fill out his candidate survey and standing up for gun owners. All right. Now we're going to talk about the next guy. Is Democrat Jeff Foster is running to unseat David Armstrong. The first thing you need to know about Jeff is that he refused to fill out his Wisconsin Firearms Coalition candidate questionnaire, but we're not really surprised by that. Candidates who intend to go to the Capitol and attack the Second Amendment don't typically fill out gun rights organizations surveys and tell us that they want to go butcher the 2A. Jeff Foster is one of those. Now, if you've ever seen any of the ads that he puts out, there he is standing on his farm. He's got an old tractor behind him talking about how much he loves the change of seasons and how much he loves growing up on the farm. Yet somehow he is endorsed by Michael Bloomberg's head gun control organization. You get a little bit further into his video and you got people wearing masks and all kinds of stuff. Jeff Foster is as woke as it comes. If he actually lived the last 30 years on the farm, you wouldn't be supporting red flag gun confiscation laws. It's the number one gun control bill that Tony Evers is trying to get passed. Jeff Call is always pushing for it. This is a radical left Metro City, Madison, Milwaukee gun control bill that Jeff Foster supports. I grew up in a town of about 400 people, spent my entire life on my grandpa's farm, working on farms. People on farms don't support gun control. You know why? Because people on farms aren't shooting up the inner cities. That's why. Jeff Foster should know better, but he's an ideologue who supports gun control and supports the radical left. And he supports gun registration through universal background checks. These two bills, red flags and universal background checks, are the pair that the radical left are trying to get passed in Madison all the time. Jeff Foster will be a yes vote on those. He could not get endorsed by Michael Bloomberg unless he absolutely promised to be a vote in favor of gun control. And that's why Jeff Foster will be an enemy of the Second Amendment at the Capitol and be an absolute lieutenant for Bloomberg's gun control organizations and for Tony Evers. And that's why Jeff Foster gets a giant F rating from the Wisconsin Firearms Coalition. That's the information we have on these two candidates. All I ask is that when you go out, either if you go on November 5th or if you Vote early, which is always good. Cut through that line. I'm all in favor of it. Vote pro-gun. Vote in favor of the Constitution. Let's vote to save Wisconsin.